Hello everybody, this is FR Elite aka Ultra Orange here, back with another round of WR. This is round, I believe, 12, Tier 1 WR. This is the round that we can win the championship, so I'm going to be quiet, so I'm going to let you watch this lap, and yeah, I'll talk to you after the lap.
30 seconds left in the session.
And yeah, as you can see, we set at 22.3, so very good lap there, as our championship rival Smokey in P16 at the moment, so it's looking very good for us so far. And yeah, we're about to start the race, the sprint race, so yeah, looking very good at the moment for us in the championship. And yeah, we're just gonna keep it cool, because anything can happen in these races. We don't want to get taken out in the sprint, especially because because you don't want to lose a bunch of points compared to the other drivers. Anyway, fire red lights here, another thing, and we go in. Skip gets pretty decent start, as he was in P3, as Nick didn't get the best start. We got a pretty good start compared to Nick, and yeah, as we're going into the famous corner where Verstappen overtook Hamilton in the hairpin, and yeah, we just gotta push now and try and make sure Skipper didn't get past us, because he has a very fast car in a straight line compared to us. So yeah, just gotta keep that gap up, do it for the straights, because I know we have a lot higher than us, so it'll be a lot better for the sector 3 bit. And yeah, so it's gonna be tough for us at the moment, because the Skipper's kind of keeping up with us right now, but yeah, so Nick staying nicely with him, but Wilson P4 still. Matthew also got past Choco, I believe, so yeah, a good start from Matthew, aka ET Rusty, as you guys might know him as. And yeah, looking good at the moment. 7 tenths is the gap. As you see, that last sector we just gained a lot of time on the Skipper, as we set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, as it's the first lap anyway, so it's obviously going to set the fastest lap. But yeah, some good, as I keep saying,
screen flashes so bad
for the race, as we got a pretty big pace advantage over the people behind us. So yeah, so at the moment we just got to keep cool, as our championship rival Smokey is way down the pack. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough race for him to get back up the field, but anything can happen in these races. Safety car can ruin the whole race up for everyone, so and we skipped a lap 6 out of 10, gap 2.2 seconds going into the final sector. And yeah, looking likely that we're gonna win this race, and yeah, looking very good as we skipped lap 7, I believe. Yeah, so the safety car comes out now, as it should spice everything up quite a lot now, as you don't really want this to happen on the final 3 laps. This is literally Abu Dhabi 2021 all over again, but in a sprint race. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty close, as I believe, because we can't have Skipper right behind us, as he's got a very fast car in the straight line as he's running very low drag wings. So yeah, it's gonna be very tough to keep him behind on the straight if he's very close to us. But yeah, we just gotta try to get as good of a restart as we can. As see now we're about to start again, and yeah, just gotta get a good restart and yeah, focus on trying the gap skipper as fast as we can before that straight.
I'll tell you when you go.
And yeah, as we're about to start, I believe we'll be going around the final corner.
Yep.
And yeah, hopefully his teammates peace out Nick and Wilson battle with him. And yeah, we get a good restart. Let's give up 3 times behind us at the moment. We have to get a little bit further ahead now to make sure he doesn't, well, if he doesn't gain too much on us. There's a gap 6 to 7 times through that corner, so it's very unlikely he's going to get past us at the moment. And yeah, as we head into the hairpin now, yeah, he's definitely not going to catch us now, as looking very likely to win this sprint race. And yeah, she's gap nearly a second. Been a lot of my ERS. I believe Skipper's not been in much of it because he's, there's no point is he's not going to get past me with 9/10 of a second away from me. So yeah, looking good to win this sprint race. And yeah, gap's a second already in 1 lap, so it should be a nice race win, a sprint race win now. So yeah, this should be nice 8 points in the bag, as championship rival Smokey, he's not even in the points at the moment, so it's be very bad for him, as we skipped lap 10, the final lap, as we come across the line to win the sprint race, which means Smokey is 88 points behind us now in the championship, so he has to outscore us by at least 13 points or so to be in the championship thing, and Wilson's got to outscore us by like 20 or so. So yeah, it's looking very unlikely for them to win it, but anything can happen in these races, as we're about to start the actual race here. And yeah, just waiting for the red and 5 red lights. As you can see, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights here in Abu Dhabi for the actual race now. As there's lights on, away we go. Skipper gets an absolute rocket ship of a start, but he's on mediums, as you can see. As you can see about the top left, he's using mediums. So this is going to be a very interesting strategy for this race, as we look to go down the inside, but we back out, think better of it, as peace on Nick right behind us. Choco also got ahead of Matthew and Wilson, so Choco's had a really good start. As yeah, Skipper, we just gotta try and make sure we stay in Skipper's DRS, as if he gets out of that DRS, he's gone on those mediums. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough job, not an easy job obviously, but but yeah, anything's possible. So yeah, we can, all we have to do is just bin a little bit of our ERS though, which is an icon, which means some of the drivers can try and well, save a lot of their ERS, and then when you're low on ERS, just push to get past you. So yeah, we just got to try and stay in Skipper's DRS, because we do have the pace advantage over him. So yeah, as you can see, the gap 4/10 at the moment between me and Skipper. And yeah, we just got to try and keep in his DRS, because it's very crucial. Keeping his DRS, you don't want him to get out that DRS and just stop pulling away by like 2 or 3 seconds, because those medium tires are pretty good at the start. But yeah, we can see we're not losing too much time to him, as we got a pretty big pace advantage at the moment, so it's not looking too bad for us at the moment on these hard tires compared to him on the mediums. He might, well, he's not going to be on used tires, never mind. But yeah, so we skip lap 4 now, as we're right on the back of Skip this time, as we open at DRS, and we're about to overtake the American driver as we go into the chicane now after the straight, and we get past him. So it was a pretty good move, as Matthew gets past Choco, re-overtakes him, shall I say. And yeah, so hopefully Nick and him battle Skipper, sorry. Nick and Skipper battle. But yeah, it's looking good at the moment. So these hard tyres will start getting better each lap. So yeah, yeah, we're just gotta keep pushing as the gap is 5.5 temps almost. Yeah, this last sector I'm very strong at because I got high downforce compared to Skipper, who was another 2 miles per hour faster in the speed trap than me. So yeah, tells me that he is struggling through that final sector, especially with the dirty air, as dirty air is not very nice on this game. As yeah, gap 6 tenths, definitely faster than Skipper at the moment, is showing. And yeah, this is good. We just gotta keep this pace up now, because we'll have a lot better tyres in the pit window. If Skipper pits around like 5 laps or 6 laps or so, he will be on very bad hards at the end compared to these mediums. I'll have around maybe lap 18, lap 19 or 17ish. So yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing to make him burn his tyres a little bit more than mine, because I was last very nicely around here. Tyre days quite low around Abu Dhabi, which is quite a bit weird, I won't lie, because there's a lot of fast corners and heavy braking zones and stuff. So
could you be an injured?
yeah. Anyways, gap 7 temps at the moment, 8 temps. Oh sorry, I can't read 3 temps. Sorry. But yeah, as we skip to lap 8 at the moment, and the gap is 7 temps at the moment. So gap hasn't really gone up by too much, as Skipper's getting DRS quite a lot. But yeah, we've definitely shown that the pace advantage is now more towards us now on the hards, as mediums will probably be struggling a little bit more than us now. And yeah, looking good, as I keep saying. Skipper, no 6 temps, but this is the part where I'll be losing quite a bit of time compared to me. It's the sector 3 bit. The gap is just going up, as you just keep an eye on that. And yeah, 8 temps now, going into the final corner. So we nearly broke his DRS on the American driver on the mediums. So yeah, the gap's 9 temps at the moment, nearly breaking his DRS. And the next corner, I'd gain a lot of time on Skipper, as yeah, but this time we do not gain as much as I expected, sadly, as I nearly broke his DRS then. So yeah, there's a gap 9 temps, 9.5 temps almost. And yeah, he's definitely struggling quite a bit on his tyres now, as we're making him push quite a bit too, which is not helping his tyres also. And yeah, it's looking good. We don't need a safety car at the moment, because if a safety car comes out, then we are screwed. And Skipper's getting a nice free stop on those mediums. And yeah, we kept lap 10. And the safety VSC comes out. Speaking of safety cars and safety cars and stuff, a VSC comes out. Luckily, it's only a VSC, and not an actual safety car. Because if it was an actual safety car, we would have been screwed. So yeah, we would have had no choice but to pit on the mediums. But luckily, VSC's come out, so we're not going to be getting. Oh, he's not going to gain too much time if he does pit, Skipper, and unless the VSC comes in like a few seconds. Hopefully it does, for our sakes. If the VSC does stay out when Skipper boxes, he'll be getting quite a bit of time on us in the pits, so he should be a few seconds ahead, at least, if it does come in after Skipper passes a bit. Or goes in the pit, sorry. But yeah, hopefully it comes in soon. Like, see, I'm putting in neutral to save a lot of VRS. But yeah, it's not coming in, so it's not going green yet. So Skipper is now boxed, as you've seen, the virtual mirror. And yeah, this is not the best at the moment, but the VSC is now ending. So we didn't lose too much time to Skipper, and Skipper will have freezing cold tyres coming out of the pit, so it's going to be pretty equal I believe the gap should be. But when he warms up his tyres, he'll be gaining quite a lot on us, as I know new tyres are a lot better than used tyres around here. Yeah, we're just gonna keep pushing our absolute ass off right now.
Let's save a big chunk of your
because this is crucial for
good 30 something.
it's crucial for our race win, to be fair, because if Skiver's like 6-7 seconds ahead of us, it's gonna be quite a hard job to get past him, as he's very fast in a straight line. Mediums will go off more than the hards probably, but near the end. So yeah, we gotta push our absolute limits on these hard tyres, as Nick staying quite close to us on those hard compound tyres. Yeah, just gotta keep pushing at the moment. It's got 1.6 seconds to me and Nick, as nobody else is pit except from Skipper, as it's everyone else is on hards and Skipper was on mediums when before he stopped. So yeah, I believe Skipper is going to be coming out in front of traffic though, as Caesar told me. So it's good for us, which means we gain as much. But Skipper 15.4 seconds off us, so it's very, very close, to be fair. So we got to pit this lap. We can't leave it another lap if he's gaining too much time on us. So you see we box. Nick follows us into the pits as we get a optimum pit turning. Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot better tyres than Skipper at the moment, but they'll start to go more equal near the end. So yeah, we should have better tyres for the whole race now, as Skipper pit quite a bit ago, like 8 laps ago ish, something like that. So
do your best.
yeah, it's our chance now to push, as gap 4.4 seconds now to me and Skipper, as gotta warm up these tyres as well, so we should be losing a little bit more time to Skipper at the moment, as we won't be getting it instantly. But yeah, Skipper hasn't gained much, to be fair. We've actually gained on him so far, even with cold tyres, so it shows the hard tyres don't have much pace compared to the mediums, even when you're coming out the pits with cold mediums. So yeah, it shows these tyres are a lot better already. You see the gap's already 4 seconds, so it's going to be coming down quite a bit.
One ahead of you.
And we're going to be gaining a lot of time on the American driver in the Williams, as got to go fast is I believe he hasn't pitted yet, so yeah, the tier 2 driver hasn't pitted. And yeah, PSL Nick stuck behind there, got to go fast. Hopefully he holds him up for my sakes. Yeah, the gap 3.8 seconds, right? 3.7, just coming down all the time. 3.6 now, as it shows the pace on these downforce in the last sector. We've gained a second on our outlap on Skipper. So he's struggling on those hards compared to us on these mediums. So this is looking very good for us at the moment. As we're getting a lot of time, we've gained at least like 4 attempts in turn 1. And yeah, this corner I gained a lot on Skipper, even on the hards when he was on the medium. So yeah, there's a pretty good reason to run high downforce around here, as you gain a lot of time in the corners and save tyre wear compared to
Cycle's last lap, 27.
And yeah, we've gained like a second in one sector, so we might even get Skipper at the end of the the start of next lap, as if we keep the pace up. As the gap's 2.1 seconds now, 2 seconds now. Skipper's getting a little bit of time on exit, but because he's running a bit higher downforce, lower downforce than me. So yeah, this last sector is going to be very interesting, as we're going to gain a lot of time, I bet you. Now we've gained 2 tenths on him on the exit of left hand, well, 3 tenths almost now, as 1.8 seconds is the gap to me and Skipper, as we're going into the final sector of lap 19 out of 29. 1.6 seconds now, so we've gained at least like 2 seconds on this lap on Skipper, which is pretty insane. These mediums are a lot better than those hard compound tyres, all hard. So this is looking pretty good for us at the moment. As we're gonna get the DRS, looks like this lap. We're not in the DRS just yet though, but we might get it. Hopefully we do get it. And yeah, we are in the DRS now, so it's 8 times now, so we're comfortably in the DRS zone.
One box of socks.
As,
Like
yeah, we should get him soon. Very soon as he gets quite a poor exit coming out of this hairpin. They have 6 tenths now, so we've just gained at least 3 seconds in the space of a lap. So this is pretty insane at the moment. So we're gonna think of doing a move, but we don't bother to the move because we might as well be patient because we're gonna get past him no matter what, because he has no grip on those hard comfort tires. You can see there's no shine on his tires, so his tires must be worn quite badly by those. You go round the outside, go to the left hand, he goes quite deep into the left hander, so kind of pushes us. We make a little bit contact with him, but we do go around the outside of Skipper, and we take the lead of the WOR Tier 1 Abu Dhabi race. Yeah, this is looking good for us at the moment. Now we just gotta keep pushing, but Skipper has so much straight line speed that he can literally, if he stays where he is, his gap there, he could easily just drive past us with those wings if he burns a little bit, because I know he's on very high. He actually was on 70% when I overtook him, so yeah, he's gonna be burning a lot of his gaps. 5 tenths going into turn 1, 6 tenths, nearly 7 tenths. Well, it is 7 tenths now. It's probably gonna be 8 or 9 tenths going into that right hander, and now we're going to the hairpin now. 7 tenths is the gap now, as we try to get as good as exit as we can as a gap. Now 1 second, well, 9 tenths, 9.5 tenths now. As Skipper, just watch the gap, how fast Skipper is in the straight line. Look how fast he is in the straight line. He's been in absolutely everything at the moment. As yeah, I was very lucky that he wasn't closer to me. Otherwise, he would have got past me before the chicane. But yeah, as you can see, we had a really good exit because of the brand new medium tyres.
Again, I shall take a look.
And it's looking very good at the moment. Skipper could not get past us as his wings are so low that he could literally
so maybe minor.
Feels like a few more meters he could get past us on the straight. So very lucky we pulled a big enough of a gap over him. So yeah, it's looking good. These mediums working very well in my favour at the moment. There's gaps 8 tenths, so it's very likely that we are going to break the DRS now. As yeah, we're gonna come across the line. I don't set the fast lap, but still second now over Skipper. So
this is DRS,
yeah, it's not gonna. It's very
37.
So unlikely for him to get back now in the DRS unless he burns absolutely everything down his next straight to get past. Because also get it back in the DRS because Skipper's very fast in the straight line, so he might get back in. But he has to get a good exit, but he hasn't, so it's 1.4 seconds, so he's definitely not going to get back in now, as he's get lap 25, and yeah, gap's 4.6 seconds now, so we've gained a lot of time on Skipper, but there's a safety car on the last few laps where we could win the championship here, so this is literally Abu Dhabi 2021 in the race this time.
My God.
Which is
Definitely gonna get taken
PTSD from last season as a Hamilton fan. So not the nicest situation to be in, obviously. But you know, now are we gonna gamble to pit the softs, or are we gonna stay out on these medium compound tires? Let's see, because if we do pit and these cars stay out behind me, I'll probably be screwed. So this is gonna be very big gamble if we do pit and if we do stay out, because if I do stay out, everyone behind me is going to pit. If I do pit, maybe everyone will stay out. Let's see anyway. As we have box, we've pitted, we've come into pits. As you can see, Skipper he follows us in. So Skipper follows us in, Nick follows us in, and I believe Wilson will follow us in. So that's good for us, as we will most likely come out ahead of PSR Connor, but I believe PSR Connor will be coming into the pits as well. Yes, he does. So Wilson, well,
staying out.
everyone behind me is pitted now, so this is a pretty good strategy call from me. But now I've got medium runners that stayed out, and I have Smokey. Smokey's our championship rival right there in P4, so he's gonna get absolutely pressurized by these soft runners, which is pretty much like a massive roadblock behind us now. So this is pretty good for us, our race win, as we are on used tyres, and I know Skipper's probably on brand new set of tyres. So I remember doing a previous race with Skipper.
Wacky,
I was on used
potential
tyres.
P6
Skipper was on brand new tyres,
Anything
and
could
Skipper was like right on the back of us. As you can see, safety cars now coming in. So lap cars
It's so lap.
are not
lap cars may
overtaking this
overtake.
time, as these cars behind me ain't lap cars. Thank God. So no Michael
So that
Massey
doesn't hinder, I think he's
stuff
giving-
that's gonna happen in this race. But yeah,
So yours. Good luck.
so we got a pretty big roadblock behind us, which is pretty good for our race, because we don't have nobody to battle with at the moment. So we have to make a catastrophic mistake. But you see Smokey there in P4, so he's gonna get good points. If we do make a mistake, if we do crash, Smokey's right there, so he could possibly keep his championship hopes alive. Well, let's see anyway, as we go pretty early this time, as we've gapped Choco by 5 tenths already. Well, the final course 6 tenths, 7 tenths already, 8 tenths going into turn 1. Yeah, we've gapped him by a massive amount already, as it's nearly 1 second. As you can see, the pace difference between the softs and the mediums already. So much faster these set of softs compared to the mediums, which is in our favour pretty well, as yeah, 1.6 seconds is the gap. As you can see, Skipper pressurising Smokey's lost the position to Skipper now, so it's good for our championship at the moment. Yeah, Smokey does get past him. Well, Skipper got past him again. I guess he broke it a bit late to Smokey, but yeah, PSR Nick also gets past Smokey. And yeah, McKean Sam's got to also do his nice roadblocking skills to try and get Choco this P2 here, and also fight for himself for the podium positions. His first, well, I don't know if it's his first podium, but anyway, and yeah, so it's looking very good for us. We hopefully don't make any mistakes into this final lap, and you see we are pushing for the fastest lap, as we've been in a lot of our ERS, as yeah, we come on the final corner to I believe set the fastest lap of the race, and it is the last lap now, as yeah, looking very good for us at the moment. Just gotta take it easy for the bit, and we will be champion if it stays where it is, as we skip to lap 29. As you see in the bottom right, kind of smiling at the moment, because yeah, very happy at the moment, because I know I'm going to win this championship, as we do come around the final corner now to win the WR Tier 1 championship, Xbox Season 13 champion, and yeah, a bunch of relief there, as you can see. I'm smiling like mad. And yeah, I am the champion now, so this is a very good feeling. And hopefully next season in WR I will be on the PC side, hopefully. But anyways guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment if there's anything bad with the video. But anyways guys, I hope everyone has a really good rest of the night, and peace out everybody.